Well, the cancellation of a neighborhood tour that's meant to connect state leaders with residents in areas projected to be impacted by the I-77 tolling project has sparked neighborhood leaders to speak out. Neighbors say they were counting on that tour to get answers, and now they're demanding it be rescheduled. WCNC Charlotte's Bria Smith has the full story.
A lot of community leaders actually weren't aware that this process was even taking place.
Sean Langley is the president of the McCrory Heights Neighborhood Association. He says the neighborhood tour, which was set to be hosted by the NCDOT on March 23rd, that included state and county officials, was suddenly called off.
We do know that the Secretary of Transportation, Daniel Johnson, was supposed to be in town giving a bus tour with elected officials as well as community leaders.
A website was created for the NCDOT guided tour and states, quote, as NCDOT continues listening sessions, residents have been able to share meaningful perspectives and suggestions. This tour is a chance for NCDOT to see the corridor through your eyes, hearing what matters most to you and talking openly about what's ahead.
When we met with Secretary Johnson earlier this month, or maybe it was in February, one of the last things we said is we invite you to take a tour of these communities with us, and that's the key part, is with us.
But with a little notice of the cancellation, Langley says they're left with more questions than answers and are still open for a future tour.
And we're still open to having a dialogue and having a conversation with Secretary Johnson and any other NCDOT officials about what these communities are facing and what the impact would be, both socially, environmentally, and somewhat psychologically too.
Langley says transparency and communication are critical as the project moves forward, and that having boots on ground could shed light on the impact of this project.
We have a very storied history, and a lot of the residents that have lived here are seniors now, or it's either their children now own the property, and they remember what it was like when 77 came through here, and they remember what it was like when Brookshire Freeway came through here. And so it actually gives people a chance to see and feel and hear what it's like to live next to an interstate.
We did reach out to NCDOT as to why this tour was canceled and if another will be rescheduled, as we're waiting to hear back. In the meantime, their message that they remain committed to community engagement throughout the process still stands. In West Charlotte, Bria Smith, WCNC Charlotte.